Yeah, they're enjoying, bro. You have to do your thing in it. So, you know. But yeah, whilst we're on music, big release last week. LoveDamini.
Yeah, Burner.
By the one they call Burnaboy. Even though you guys were away, did you get a chance to listen to the album?
I did.
Yeah, I listened to it on the flight.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Sia? Did you get a chance to listen?
Yeah, man, I have. Not the whole thing yet.
Okay.
But yeah,
So we'll cap your opinion 40%, that's fine.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. I've only listened to it that one time though.
Okay.
I haven't listened to it since. But highly anticipated, man. Last is song of the summer, it seems. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of crack in it. There's a lot of talk surrounding it. Last week was about the sampling situation. Everyone was a music expert trying to break down the percentages and stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, more recently, there's been talks about influences, but
influence about what?
Like, I think some people were trying to say that he stole a bit of like, you know, patois and blah blah blah.
Oh, he's always had Caribbean. He's always had Caribbean flavor in his music.
It was just like a debate today that I saw, and I was just like, it's just dumb. Just enjoy the song.
Yeah,
it's a great song, a breakup song that everyone sings with him in a rave. Crying for their babes back.
Get your babes back, man. It's that season, man.
Get your babe back,
man. Shaking her nyash, and everyone was in the comments talking about this is why Bernard's saying he needs to go and shy.
Yeah. Mate,
but that little period was funny, boy. Because women are wicked, bro. As soon as they know it's like you're on the ropes, that's when they start posting brazy content and that.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, highly anticipated. I've first listened. I like the album. I'm not mad at it. I don't know what everyone else's opinion is. I really like Burner's selection or style of music. I think it just aligns with what he may be listening to, and if that's the case, then he's got great taste in music, because it's part of the whole Burner package for me, like, which is why he's so successful, because like if you see him on stage, you can tell that is like one of the ones not to play with.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to do, from listening to it, the worldwide thing. Like maybe what he, in my opinion, he may have tried or was trying to do with Twice as Tall. I think to some degree he's accomplished with this album. Your opinion can differ to mine. You might think the album was great. I still stand on the opinion that I don't think that album was that good.
Yeah.
And I know they cooked us, but you know, I survived. We survived. We stand strong. I definitely prefer this album to that one. It's definitely better in my opinion. And to like just kind of support what you're saying, when you hear the sounds man's going for and the certain collaborations, some of them you could look at as a bit obvious. Like you're gonna go and get an Ed Sheeran sample. You're not gonna sound like you're from Port Harcourt. It's not gonna be typical Afrobeats. We're going for the smash, the more pop leaning sound, innit? With me still being me in that space, but we know what we're going for. If you're going to do a J Balvin song, you kind of step into J Balvin's world, innit? You know, got a song Kehlani and Blast. You know what he's going for, innit? But it still didn't feel too far. Put it this way, there's no Chris Martin on the album and no Diddy.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't lost his identity with this album. Do you know what I'm saying? He's still pretty much the Burner that we see today, innit? Like, and that's what's most important, because once he gets to this level now, he has to tap into different markets. Like the J Balvin market is insane.
It's massive.
Everyone's trying to tap in. Drake tried to tap in. Everyone's
you know
Skepta, you know, people like you. Yeah. You want Latin dons are doing. They do mad numbers. So
Stupid
of course
numbers.
you want to collaborate with them, innit? So that makes sense. I think outside of that, listening to the album, what are my other thoughts?
We got a J Hus feature, and everyone's like, you know, we haven't heard anything from Hus in 2 years. Everyone's like on that train, like, right, it's the summertime, where you at? So I think it's probably something that they probably recorded a while ago. I'm not sure.
Maybe not, yeah.
But it was good to hear Hus on the song. It's a cool song. I've heard it a few times, like, you know, but
I wasn't blown away. It was cool, man.
I wasn't.
You like the Yinkin Yanka, whatever that is?
I love the production on it. But yeah, it's cool.
Not brazy, but it's not shit.
You know what I'm
same time,
saying?
yeah.
Like, so, who are the song that I played at the start? Blast is becoming a cheat code now.
Blast is just amazing. Oh God, he's
a cheat code. Get him on the hook or somewhere on your song. Like, he's just gonna make it sound wavy.
But I think that's also a combination of like the music business. Once you get to that point when the right people rock with you and support you, you're gonna get placed in those spaces, innit? It's like, like there's that time period where it's like, if you kind of want your song to do well or have the right sound, go and get Ty Dolla $ign on there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's still kind of true to form. It's still the one of the go-to guys. But yeah, no, I like the song with Blast.
Kalani.
I love the song with Popcorn, Tony and Sing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a tune.
Yeah.
That song is so sonically pleasing.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to make here. I think sometimes also we need to actually listen to artists when they're kind of telling us what they stand for, where they kind of position themselves. I watched interviews recently where he's basically kind of spoken about what his sound actually is, which is Afrofusion, which is now making me probably understand the Twice as Tall album a bit more, even though I didn't rate it that much.
Right.
But what you're trying to go for is, like, I've been doing this thing for a long time. Before we had African Giant, we had Burner Ranking to a degree, innit? We had different sounds. Like it's not a diss. People, I think, are probably stretching a bit, but it was definitely a Caribbean influence, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
But
like,
my man's
especially
been
early Burner.
he's been trying to kind of do. When he wasn't even, like, let's say, loud in Nigeria and had to maybe go to other markets in Africa, he's been collaborating with other artists, playing with other sounds. So I'm kind of trying to separate myself. I'm not necessarily I'm an Afrobeats artist, but not like that in terms of that genre, Afrofusion, and it also allows me to be more flexible with what I want to do. So,
bro, let these artists create, man.
If I want to go and do a song with J Balvin, I will do that. I can still go and do with My Man Asake for soon, but I can still go and do that when it's time to, like, feed the streets. I'm saying, Chris, like, when it's in between album, and not that it's cold, but like I might need a song. Who are the new young popping artists in Nigeria that are doing their thing? They're going to be down for a Burnaboy feature. I don't know when to say no.
Of course not.
So you go and do that. But when it's album time, I don't know, it's My Man. If I'm wrong, are there any Afrobeats artists on that album? No.
Let me see.
I don't think there are. No. So we got Burner, J Hus, Popcorn, J Balvin, Kalani, Blast, Khalid.
Vic Tony. I don't know who that is.
That might be one Afrobeats. So yeah. So it's like,
Ed Sheeran.
I'm just setting my lane for myself, innit?
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing, and we've said on here a good few occasions that, like, in terms of that big three, if you're looking at Burna Boy, Wizkid, and Davido as the big three, he stands alone for me in regards to performance.
Yeah.
His stage show thing, the highlight reel on YouTube is crazy, from like Madison Square Garden to Glastonbury recently, to that SSE Arena, Wembley, that he was at a few years ago. Just in, like, you know, my man didn't even do wireless. He didn't fancy. He didn't do wireless.
Like, I'm not doing wireless tomorrow. Sorry.
I would like to know what they did to upset him. But, you know, or he could have been being a diva. Who knows? But he didn't do wireless, innit? You know, so he stands alone in it. So
yeah, that would have been sick though if he had done wireless.
he would have shut it down, man.
He would have shut it down.
No doubt at all. He would have shut it down.
Yeah.
You know, that last would have gone off. That would have been the
Crazy.
clip that had been playing everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
what are your standout songs? Obviously, the song you played at the start. Obviously, I referenced Tony and Sing. Any songs on SC you're feeling particularly?
Dirty Secrets.
Dirty Secrets, okay.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
a vibe.
You, Chrissy? Mike, please.
Different size.
Okay.
I so much love it. And Jake, I don't know how to pronounce this.
Jagale.
That's the one.
Yeah, Dirty Secrets is cold. I like that.
I really like the intro and outro. I think it sets the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Science.
Science is good as well, yeah.
So-
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't love the Cloak and Dagger. It was just good to hear Huss, innit?
Yeah.
I think
So
that's how
maybe
I
that's why,
feel.
like, people are just
fair.
gassing about it so much, because we ain't heard Huss in ages. But yeah,
We've been starved of
Yeah.
J Hus.
on the first few listens, enjoyable album.
Mm.
I'm not mad at it at all. And I think if we sit with it a little bit longer, do you obviously Kilometer was already out, and Last.
Mm.
Aside, let's put those two to the side. What do you think is the song they're trying to push? Because they've done the Ed Sheeran video. That's obvious. If you've got an Ed Sheeran feature, you're gonna try and make that a single, no? Do we like that song? Do you see that working?
I haven't listened to that enough.
Okay.
And on the charts here, yeah, absolutely. That's another cheat code at this point.
I feel like the one with J Balvin as well.
I actually really like that. Yeah.
I would want them to do a video for Tony and Sing.
This week only been cold to do it because everyone's around, isn't it? Everyone's in London.
Summertime.
Lit.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a vibe in that regard. I think Tony Yansing and Pop have been around each other a lot anyways. So it would make sense.
Credit to Popcorn though, because he really can just jump on any vibe and just make.
I like the song him and Davido.
Yeah,
like,
do you get what I'm saying?
Whilst everyone's online doing diaspora wars and arguing, the artists are working.
They're
with
just
each
working
other.
with each other.
You lot here just
But
shouting, bruv.
And this is it. Like, let these man create. That this is what they've wanted to become an artist to do. Create.
And the good thing about that, it probably means that those artists from the Caribbean have other markets, especially people that struggle to, like, even recently Popcorn had issues getting into the country. I wouldn't shock me. I'm sure I've seen footage of him. I don't know if it was in Kenya or somewhere, getting crazy love.
Yeah.
So let those artists collaborate with the African artists so they can have other markets like to go in Africa. Same way you would hope someone like a Burner can go to Jamaica or all the islands, Davido,
Bro, Western
Whiskey.
get mad love in Kenya.
Bro.
That's what put them out there. They get mad love out there.
And if we're talking, let's say, about Jamaicans specifically and like the Rasta community, that's home for them. Of course, like, bro, like that should be like, well, go back there and, you know, show down shows and stuff. So yeah, nice. It's good to see, man. So I enjoyed the album. And they might be a little bit
coming, isn't it?
Yeah, tour's coming as well. So everyone's back outside and gonna reap the rewards of all the hard work they've done in it. So, do you wanna do we stop doing scores out of 10 or just if you like it, you like it?
I mean, yeah, like I said, I only heard it once on the flight. So I can't. It'll be unfair of me to give it a score. But it's definitely gonna be like an album that I listen to. I'll go back and listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Burner anyways. Like, at first, Twice as Tall was one that weren't a fan of at all, really. But, you know, I went back and some gems on there. That 23 joint is insane, bro. One of his best for me. Like, he snaps on that.
No, I enjoyed it, man.
So, but you know, he's a premium artist now. He's like worked to get to this point, and it's mad that he's kept on elevating, like, in just everything that he's done, his moves. You know, it's good to see, in it, like it. So,
I think African Giant's going to be a tough album to top, though.
Everyone does have, like, you know, every artist has a staple album.
Yeah.
Like, some can make 3 or 4 of them within their, like, huge catalog, and some can only do 1, but they've given us good enough albums after.
Do you think we need to, maybe as consumers, get out of that sometimes where we're comparing people to their old work?
Yeah. Well, you're always going to have a favorite of something, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I think the artists know that. We didn't even discuss Usher's Tiny Desk, but
we touched on a little bit last week, just like
just that he did it.
Yeah.
But in terms of, like, what he performed, they were all, like, songs that are 20 years old. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's still an active artist, but it's the old shit that we keep on referring to that obviously they are timeless, and there's no slander to the artist for that. You created something that's timeless. There's not many artists that can do that.
Yeah.
But it's just that it was so good that we can only compare it to that.
I see what you mean. It doesn't take away from what you're doing currently, but, like, that stuff is classic. And also as well, if it marks a moment in time of your life, so like your first girlfriend, your first relationship, time at uni, or when you first got your car, when you start listening to music, that type of thing, innit? So
there's nostalgia attached to the songs. Yeah.
And sometimes if we tip over the edge too much, where we let it cloud us and we don't enjoy the music.
Some is justified.
But there is some stuff, like, if that example you're making, bro, it's not just the Usher, bro. That Confessions album is classic, bro. Like, if I go to a show, I'm going to enjoy the new stuff, but there's certain things I want to hear in it.
Yeah, and, you know, people are like, you know, in his catalogue, he's got one of the greatest repeats in history. So, like, when you've got artists that have an extensive catalogue, but you can name 3 or more classics, you're always gonna try and do that. We do that with Drake.
True.
We do that with Drake a lot. Like, you know, like, he's got how many albums now? 10.
Yeah, has he got a classic at all? And if he has, but yeah, no, I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? So like,
But it's good for the
always
conversation.
yeah, it's good for the conversation. We're always gonna try and compare, like, but it's a testament to the artist because you know you're sparking that kind of discussion. It's not like bad albums. It's just right. Is it better than this one that really took your thing to next level?
Yeah, big facts.